Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well. My name is Isha and I'm a life coach. And today, let's talk about how to navigate through life when life feels extremely overwhelming. So let's first talk about what is this feeling of overwhelmed. When we feel that there is too much to do and there is not enough time or resources, or we don't know where to start and our goals feel unattainable. There is a sudden dip in our energy level, our thinking process. We are not able to do a single task and we feel left behind or stuck in our life. That is what overwhelm feel like. You might be experiencing this right now or might have experienced this in past but could not understood what is happening to you or how to deal with it. I have faced this a lot of time in my life when I overlook the need to just pause in life and I just keep running to attain one goal after another. And this overwhelm then slowly starts straining my health, my work, my relations as I become more irritable and less productive day by day. And this overwhelm does not always have to be associated with negative things going in our lives. It could simply be life is going pretty well, but to be on that pretty well life level, you are going in the phase of just too much to handle, as in that mental exhaustion starts kicking in. When we are overwhelmed, it can feel as though every little thing is too much to handle. Simple decisions become difficult, and everyday tasks seems impossible. This feeling can happen to anyone, regardless of their age, job, or the lifestyle. Feeling overwhelmed with life usually starts with a dip in your energy level, not the usual daily fluctuation, but something deeper beyond the restoration of sleep. Signs that appear in our thoughts when our energy reserves get depleted are, those past scenarios popping in your mind, those that victim mindset coming back, and that hopelessness will cloud your decisions and your judgments. And we forget to live in the present moment or to detach ourselves by being the observer of our life. This all starts becomes to fading out. You become aware of this energy deficiency days before overwhelm hit. And when you ignore it, instead of slowing down or taking it easy for a while, you keep overextending your energy. That's when overwhelm hits you. It usually does not subside by those relaxation techniques or meditating or sleeping, but instead only by doing nothing. So, what is the best way to deal with it? The best way to deal with life overwhelm is take an intentional pause from your life. But we rarely do this as it is counterintuitive. The voice in our head says we have deadlines to meet, goals to attain, and we would be left behind if we do not continue in our life journey. In today's world, doing nothing is considered low value as it is not productive in the eyes of societal norms, the norms we are conditioned to. So, as a result of this belief, we continue to push ourselves rather than respecting our body's message of slowing down. And this results in chronic burnout and an inner resistance from our body in terms of emotional frustration, mood swings, irritability, and low tolerance to anything. But the truth is, when you take this intentional pause now, the pending work you were worried about will get completed 10 times faster and better after the pause you took. Just try it for once and know yourself. This method works when life itself feels overwhelming. Now, the second way to deal with it is take a pause from that particular overwhelming situation or work and start doing something else. Simply reset. Just stop whatever you're doing and switch your gears. For example, if sitting down to work or a project that seems scary right now, then do some chores. If the chore seems difficult, go for a walk. If a walk seems like too much, just journal your thoughts or watch a movie maybe. The specific task that overwhelms us and the task we choose to do instead are not what matters most for this method. It's just the power of choice that allows us to brush up all those societal definitions of success and pursue our own way through the success. So this is not same as running away from our problems. It's just finding a different route that has an immediate result in improving our sense of well-being and long-term benefits of helping us taking action and finding solutions. The other techniques which one can incorporate while going through this overwhelmed period of life is prioritize the work and leave all what can wait. Simply means to slow down. Just follow your critical responsibilities and leave the rest. This really works for me because sometimes, no matter how badly I want to take that break, that complete pause, the life circumstances do not allow us to do the same. So, what I do is just I slow down my pace, doing the minimal, allowing my mind and soul to rest and regenerate, saying a big no to all other tasks or people or invitations, and prioritizing my physical and mental health. A digital detox really help a lot during this period. Okay. Now, another method I found most effective during those overwhelming moments of my life is breathing exercises that really helps calming your nervous system and allows you to be in the present moment. Use some deep breathing exercises, box breathing, Bhramari, Bhastrika, Nadi Shodham, any form of breathing exercises just for 2 to 3 minutes, and it will help you regain your balance and sanity. Now, last but not the least, change the physical environment if you can, just for a few days, or just try to be more in nature. It could be near trees or plants, or near hill station, water bodies like lakes, rivers, or beaches. It could be anything. It really helps with releasing all the pent up energy and recharges you with the pure energy, which is free from chaos and clutter. Give your mind and body the appropriate rest it needed, because rest isn't laziness, it's recharging. And it's what allows us to keep going without burning out. Okay, so let's just quickly recap how can we deal with the overwhelm. So when you are going through a life overwhelm, take an intentional break, no matter how counterintuitive it feels. Your inner voice might be screaming that you have to do and so many pending works are to be done. Still, just take a break for a week or 10 days. Second is, if it is a situational overwhelm, change the type of work you are doing, just switch your gears, shift your focus, and reset. The third type is, if you cannot completely vanish for a few days, just stick to your core priorities and say no to all the other things. Slow down for a while. It could be for a month or so. Okay. Fourth one is do some breathing exercises. Sit in silence for just 4 to 5 minutes in a day. That's all. And last but not the least is change the physical environment just for a few days. You know what? No matter how much responsibilities we have on our shoulders now, if we do not take these appropriate breaks when needed at the right time, it will for sure manifest in some or other form of disease later. It could be mental, physical, or it could be both. So carefully observe yourself at what stage you are in now. It could be that just you need to refocus on something else, that what you are currently feeling stuck at, or it could be slowing down in all the aspects of your life, or it could be a complete break from your daily life. Find the phase you are in and take action accordingly. That's all for today. If you find this useful, please share it with someone who needs it today, and like and subscribe for more. See you in my next video.